8 drivers, all with one dream: to win a championship. The Copperhead Cup Series Season 5 playoffs start now. Playoff driver Dale Jr. was fastest in qualifying, so he'll start this race from the pole. Alongside him on the front row is Jeff Gordon in the number 24 car. Let's take a full look at today's race info and starting lineup. This is going to be a 15-lap race. You can see the playoff standings on the bottom left. Currently, Jimmie Johnson is plus 7 points on the cut line, and there are only 2 races in this round that will determine the championship 4 drivers. Something to keep an eye on today is going to be Kyle Busch and Ricky Rudd. They both start this race from the back. It's going to be interesting to see if they can work their way up through the field. Right now, the pace car is on pit road, and the green flag is out. The Copperhead Cup Series Season 5 playoffs are green. And right away, David Gilliland makes it 3 wide for the lead. Jeff Gordon falls back to 4th as the 38 car has the lead in turn 3. Here comes Rusty Wallace. He makes it 3 wide off turn 4. Gilliland leads lap 1, but Rusty Wallace fighting on the inside. The 38 gets loose. Rusty Wallace to the lead, but here comes his Penske teammate, Ryan Newman in the 12 car. Wallace powers ahead. He gets a bonus point for leading this lap. Newman's going to look to the inside once again. 3 wide for 3rd. Jeff Gordon hits the wall with David Gilliland. They keep it straight. Ryan Newman takes the lead off turn 4, but Jeff Gordon is dropping positions. Dale Jr. trying to get the lead back after starting this race from the pole. He wants that bonus point for leading a lap. Every point matters here in the playoffs. Here comes Edwards to the inside. Rusty Wallace on the back bumper of the 99 car. As the 99 washes up the track, here comes the 2 of Rusty Wallace. And Ricky Rudd has been an absolute rocket ship. He started this race in last place, and he's all the way up to 3rd after just 5 laps. Dale Jr. watching out behind him for Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd. Jr. continues to lead. Remember, the halfway bonus points are coming up at the end of lap 8. Ricky Rudd on the back of the 2 car. Oh, the 88 gets loose. Contact with Rusty Wallace. They both spin. The yellow flag is out. Let's see what happened. Ricky Rudd is on the inside of Rusty Wallace in turn 1. He gets loose, comes up the track, and spins the 2 car out. Both cars spin out without making contact with the outside wall, so they're both going to be able to continue in this race. However, they'll restart from the back, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can make it back up to the front once again. At the choose, Dale Jr. is going to take the inside line. Ryan Newman picks the outside. Carl Edwards and John Wood to the inside, as that allows Jimmie Johnson to jump up a row on the outside of row 2. 3 cars are coming to the pit lane. Obviously Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd, but also Jeff Gordon, who had a little bit of contact with the outside wall, and his car was very slow after that, so he's coming in to get a little bit of damage repair and 4 fresh tires. Let's take a look at the playoff standings as they run. Dale Jr. would be locked in if he could get the win. Jimmie Johnson and Ryan Newman are looking good right now, plus 15 on the cut line. Of course, Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd are far off the cut line. However, they still have a lot of spots they can gain. The pace car is on pit road. We're ready to get the green flag back in the air. 6 laps to go. Dale Jr. jumps out to an early lead. Jr. powers ahead off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Carl Edwards, a non-playoff driver, he's looking to get his first win in the Copperhead Cup Series. Right now, he's being challenged for 2nd by Ryan Newman. Lots of battling throughout the field. Terry Labonte's trying to crack the top 5. Jeff Gordon almost makes it 4 wide coming off turn 2 as Gordon's trying to make his way back to the front. Dale Jr. needs to hold the lead for 4 more laps to lock himself into the championship race, but it's not going to be easy as Ryan Newman and Jimmie Johnson are fighting hard right behind him. Here comes Newman to the inside. He makes contact with Jr. on the front stretch. Newman on the inside. He goes up the track with Jimmie Johnson. Here comes Carl Edwards to 2nd. Terry Labonte trying to take 3rd place away. Newman slow in turns 3 and 4. 3 wide as Jimmie Johnson gets to his inside. And trouble, John Wood is spinning. He hits the inside wall. Almost collects Jeff Gordon as the 24 barely squeaks by. The yellow flag is out for the 2nd time today. Here's the replay. John Wood is all by himself. He goes up the track, tries to keep it off the wall, and in the process he spins out, comes down and hits the inside wall, and he came back up the track and almost got Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon has made his way back to the top 10 as they were able to fix his car under the last caution. Coming to the choose, Dale Jr. is going to pick the inside, Carl Edwards to the outside, It's going to be an overtime green-white checkered. For those of you who are new, let's take a look at the green-white checkered rules. The cars will take the green flag with 2 laps to go. If the yellow flag waves before the white flag, then we will have another green-white checkered attempt. If the yellow flag waves after the white flag, then the race is over and whoever was leading at the time of caution is declared the winner. The pace car is on pit road, and the green flag is back in the air. 2 laps to go. Dale Jr. pulls out in front in turns 1 and 2. 3 wide for second. David Gilliland falls back, and now it's just Terry Labonte and Carl Edwards. As Labonte gets loose and spins out in 3 and 4. The yellow flag flies. Before they get to the white flag, we'll have another attempt. Terry Labonte, a championship contender, gets loose on the inside of Carl Edwards, battling for second. Labonte is able to save it. However, he does come down pit road. He's going to get 4 fresh tires and restart this race from the back. Junior picks the inside once again. Carl Edwards picks the outside for this next restart. Ricky Rudd is going to pick 9th place on the inside of row 5. Jeff Gordon in 8th on the outside of row 4. Here's a look at the playoff standings as they run. Currently, Kyle Busch is in by 1 point, but Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, and Ricky Rudd still have a lot of spots they can make up here on this next restart. There's Terry Labonte. He's back on the track. He'll be restarting this race from the back. Pace car's back on a pit lane. Green flag back in the air. Another green-white checkered attempt. Here's David Gilliland to the inside of Dale Jr. for the race lead. Gilliland looking for his first win in the Copperhead Cup Series. He goes up the track. Dale Jr. is coming to get the white flag. This race is official. Jimmie Johnson to 2nd place. Here comes Kyle Busch for 3rd, and Ricky Rudd is in 5th. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Dale Jr. is going to get the win, and he's going to lock himself into the championship race. After 2 green-white checkered attempts, this race was extended to 20 laps. Dale Jr. led 17 of them. Ricky Rudd, after going from last to the top 5 twice in today's race, he'll finish in 4th. Rusty Wallace and Jeff Gordon finish in 7th and 8th, so a good comeback for both of them. Terry Labonte was not able to gain any spots on the final restart, so he finishes in 17th place. Here's a look at the playoff standings. Dale Jr. has advanced to the championship race. Jimmie Johnson is plus 12 in the cut line, with Ryan Newman and Kyle Busch just barely above the cut line. Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, and Ricky Rudd are all 2 points below the cut line, and then Terry Labonte is in a must-win situation as we head to the cutoff race. Make sure you're subscribed. These next 2 races are going to be exciting, and you don't want to miss them. That's going to be all for me today. I'm going to leave you with some Copperhead Cup Series stats. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at the next race.